And we are here for you. You looking for one of the hottest podcasts out? We talk about relationships, trending topics, whatever we want to talk about. That's what we're gonna talk about. My name's JuSo. I make us go. Punk helps us grow, and our guest helps makes the show. All right, we got Ashanti Starlight back.
Let's go. Buddy. How's it going, everybody?
How you been?
I'm been good. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm kind of tired, but I'm blessed and highly favored.
Why are you so tired? Well, give it to us.
Well, for one, just traveling back and forth. Now I am a radio show producer for the local radio station down in Vegas for 88.1 for the happy hour. Thanks to USA Radio. Shout out to y'all. And then also too for our Vegas residency show as well, being held at the Medusa nightclub. So traveling back and forth from Vegas, hot Vegas, and back home, can be exhausting. Yeah. I mean, this is when I really gotta start taking my vitamins and just stay on top of my health because, this tour life is definitely different. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. You said tour life?
It really is tour life because I'm flying back and forth. So I'm in Vegas for about 2 or 3 weeks doing shows back to back. Mm-hmm. And I come back here for Chicago for about a week for my quote break. But y'all know me, I don't really do breaks. I just do more stuff I was supposed to do while I was here and jam pack them in a week, and then I fly back out. So it's just it's just all of an adjustment for sure.
Sound like good adjustments though.
It does. Mm-hmm. It does. Do you feel like you live that tour life because you always on planes? Do you huh?
No. Don't nobody know I be on planes all the time. But it is a lot flying back and forth though. Like when you fly a lot, so it's definitely it take its toll.
Yeah. Well, let's get into it. I guess we could get into some topics. Let me bring up my notes over here.
Let's do.
I am just unprepared.
You got any tips for people who be traveling off?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get into. You got any traveling tips for us, Punk? Thanks, Ashanti.
Have you a good as far as what comfort or
anything?
There's good 5 tips for anything that you want to just lay out to somebody.
If you fly a lot, find you a credit card that'll get your miles up. You'll get a lot of free shit that way. Make sure you're comfortable and get you something to watch movies with.
Facts.
Okay. And when you what are some comfort items that you have when you're traveling?
I just got my pillow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got
is that a neck pillow or just a
neck pillow? And then I got gadgets for if I need my phone, I got something to watch, to hold it up to watch movies. But I usually take my iPad, so I can kind of just sit back and relax.
Yep.
Travel light if you can.
Yes, big on that.
I hate checking the bag.
Me too.
I do my best to not have to check a bag. I ain't even gonna lie.
See, it's just
you check a bag, don't you? Because y'all be needing so much. Y'all
yes.
I ain't gonna say y'all be need so much stuff, but y'all be wanting so much stuff.
See, here's the thing though. I'm a person that's I need to take things that I know I'm gonna use. But if I can get there, I'd rather just get it there. You feel me? So it's for example, I love using I'm a person who's loyal to everything I use, my shea butter, my lotions, all that stuff. But I'm at home, so I'm gonna get the bulk size because I'm gonna use that till it goes dry. I can't be taking that with me.
Hold on,
you gotta get you the little travel containers.
Exactly. That's why I was look, the first 2 times I went to Vegas, literally suitcase and all, I overpacked, and I'm just hey, this is not gonna work. There's no point in me bringing all this, so on and so forth. So last time when I was in Vegas, I thankfully I had a colleague of ours who's staying in Vegas. So I'm okay, this is my stuff. I literally have a tote. Here's my stuff, my toiletries, my show clothes, all that stuff that stays here. So all I have to bring is just my backpack. Because I'm there's no point bringing all that stuff. And of course, there's some clothes I can literally just fold or roll and stuff in my bag. The lighter the better, man. The lighter the better.
For sure.
All right, y'all ready to get into some topics?
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Okay, all right, I'm gonna just start off on the celebrity thing. We had a podcast yesterday. We talked about a lot of celebrities, but we didn't talk about this. Nick Cannon, he said having 12 kids was a response to trauma.
Response to your trauma. Yeah, 100. Now I'm learning that now. Yeah, and it wasn't like I was acting out. It was more of being careless, being frivolous with my process because I could do it, because I had the money, because I had the access to whoever and however I wanted to move, and okay, they coming at me, they asking me, opposed to like doing a mature thing and saying, hey, well, it probably makes more sense to do this, and then obviously life happens as well. So it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna go have 12 kids. It was more about like, yo, I'm gonna just live life and have fun, and whatever happens, I can handle it. When it probably, being almost 45, I can sit back and be like, yeah, if I would have thought the process through a little bit more and took time to actually do the inner work, things might have been a little different in certain scenarios.
All right. So that was some context.
That's not trauma.
What'd you say?
That's not trauma.
Expound. Why you feel like that's not trauma?
So from what I'm seeing in the clip, mind you, it's more like he's doing these actions because of the fact that he sees lack of consequences, because he can. There's always a choice. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just when it comes to the keyword trauma, one is it could be used as clickbait to see the clip, that's one. But two, when it's something traumatic, like say for instance, it would have been different. He was like the only child, and it's like, I want to, produce a lot of kids just for the fact of like, I don't want any of them to be alone like I was, or so on and so forth. It's just the fact that he could and still can and can provide.
Maybe the trauma is that at some point he couldn't. Like, people took his power from him to be able to make his choices and kind of be free and do what he want to do. So when he felt like he had that power, he's like, I'm going to do whatever it is I want to do. I mean, I don't think that's enough reason to go have 12 kids, be that irresponsible. But and not irresponsible. He could take care of them. That's what they saying about Cardi.
Yeah.
She keep having kids, whatever. They could take care of them. So let it be. But I could see how
can
trauma,
take care of them financially.
Right.
Yeah.
I could see how trauma could make people want. I mean, we have trauma from like, I look at it like, I'm sure I have some type of trauma from being raised by a single mom, but that made me want to have kids and be in my kids' lives a certain way. Like, so did that come out of trauma? I guess so, but you got to make the change, like break the cycle.
Would you say that that's a positive? It's a trauma response, but it's positive.
Right.
Right, exactly.
Right, because we all got the choice of how to respond to, our trauma. So.
Yeah, he did make the.
If he was going that angle, I could have understood, but it's just.
Let me ask this. Does it sound like a lack of accountability in just putting it under the label trauma?
I don't think so, because he did say like I could have made different choices had I did my inner work. So he know, it's his fault. He's taking accountability, but yeah.
He's making the best out of the situation from what he feels is his own traumatic experience, He's turning that into more like, hey, look, I definitely could have done better choices if I thought them through, but at the same time, I'm carrying it through by being present, providing in every single possible way. And mind you, I think we all know that each child's baby mother is different. So it's a lot of different personalities dealing with that by itself, So, I mean, he has 12 kids. I don't got no kids, so I can't attest any of that. But he's doing the best he can in the situation that he got himself into. Or utopia, whichever one he calls it to be.
So I know you say you don't have any kids, you can't attest to that. But another thing that has been popular, just on the TikTok and pretty much everywhere, is Cardi B. First off, she dropped the album. I'm hearing that it's hot. I haven't got to hear it yet. I will be listening to it sometime today after this podcast. I've heard that online. I've heard that from certain friends that the album is actually good. I've heard some critiques, but on the overall, I heard the album is good. But she's in the news for being pregnant with Stefon Diggs' child. A lot of women are backing her, saying, go ahead, sis, move on. You won up, Tim. You did your thing. Your body, your choice. You got another side of women saying you look ridiculous. You having a baby by a man that's not even on the same caliber or is the same caliber as the man that you claim that you don't want. So just these are these narratives that's out there. I'm not saying them, but this is what's out there. Ashanti, what do you think about that situation? What do you think?
Well, first and foremost, and again, I have no kids, right? I have been married once. I am divorced. That I can attest to, right? I have never had a pregnant scare. I've never been pregnant, right? But also, I'm not Cardi B's level with like millions of dollars just dropping a. And I will say the album's actually decent,
Okay, I'm gonna definitely listen.
It was I wouldn't say it was worth a whole like 7-year wait, but
okay, I heard some of that too.
I'm not gonna hold you, like any artist that like waits a long time. I expect it to be like. I expect it to slap, And personally, I'm impatient. So Rihanna, whenever you're like get a chance,
ain't happening.
Just I can still keep the faith. But it's a really, really good album. But in this specific narrative where she is pregnant, it's kind of like, for one, a lot of women can find that to be empowering, to be like, hey, for one, you moved on. And at least from a woman's perspective, it's a lot to already move on. Depending on what the situation is, any situation can be different depending on what the context of it is. But specifically in Cardi B's situation, she moved on from Offset. That was a whole thing all by itself. And she obviously been putting work for this album drop, which sometimes can be like, once you get out of your own situation and you just really focus on self and your art, then you just you got to drop the hottest shit ever. It makes sense.
Yeah, that does.
Now
to the mess.
Right.
What's going on? I love your soliloquy before that, but let's get to it.
Like now, you're being prosperous, you're happy in your life and all that stuff with your new man, which is great. You moved on, you learned, so on and so forth. Now, when you bring out the news that you are pregnant, well, first and foremost, and I'm pretty sure
married.
There it is. So that's one. But let's be honest, it's just, unless you are in that same caliber, in a situation where you can have more variety of options, no one's opinion is really gonna matter. I can say like, hey, I'm happy for you, do what you gotta do, sis, because, your body, your choice, all that stuff, even with a choice like that, is very, just by speaking, and it's sad to say, just by speaking alone, the First Amendment is like endangered, like freedom of speech. So it's just like freedom of choice as a woman is already a whole dicey situation as it is. So
that's making it okay for her to.
I didn't say that. She does what she.
I'm trying to get to what you said.
Right.
What you saying? What you saying?
Congratulations.
We tap dancing today, baby.
Congratulations to you too.
Punk, you got anything for me?
And shoot, invite me to the baby shower.
Ashanti, can I ask you one thing?
Of course.
Would you give your friend the advice of the route that Cardi B is taking?
I would.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, at the end of the day, it's not up to me, it's up to her.
Yeah.
And two, I just know like the words I say may go on deaf ears. I'm not gonna waste all my energy. Like, girl, you knew that wasn't right. Girl, you knew that wasn't.
You gonna back it the whole way. You gonna say, yeah, girl, you get knocked up by your boyfriend while you still married.
Yeah, you do
y'all
that.
Waste
you
all
do
this
that,
breath on men, but not on y'all friends to tell them they doing some dumb shit.
Can you elaborate?
It's just like y'all don't talk about men and all the shit they do and waste all that breath doing that. But your friend, and you know she shouldn't be doing that. It's like, well, I'm gonna waste my breath on it. I'm just gonna support it.
I get that. And here's the thing. When women try to be accountable for one another, and the word accountable, right? Because at the end of the day...
No, say that. When they try to be accountable for one another, what happens?
They always run. The immaturity shows out. The immaturity comes face. And here's the thing. At the end of the motherfucking day, no matter what the fuck I say, you're gonna do whatever the fuck you're gonna do. So if you're happy... If you're happy, I'm happy. If you're sad, you sad.
Okay, yeah.
Here's the thing: it's like if people ask me like, "Hey, girl, what do you think I should do?" Okay, let me tell you. I would tell you as it is. Like, hey, look, here's what you want to do. This is what happened. Here are some things that you should do because you asked me. Now, most times, no one's gonna ask for your fucking advice until they're actually at the shit where they have no choice but to take that route. You feel me?
Most of the time, they just venting.
Exactly.
Right.
So
they
it's like
just venting first.
You giving your homie bad advice?
Hell no. You bro, you know I'm gonna keep it 100. I might be the bad guy. My delivery might be horrible, but you gonna know the truth. You gonna know what I saw from my perspective.
Let me ask y'all this. As men, right? Because venting is different than asking for advice. Do y'all vent to ask for advice, or do you...
Yes, because we not coming to each other just to be venting about shit. We don't need to do that. We only coming to talk if it's like, damn, this shit on my brain. I need to talk about it. I need some advice. I need, like... We're not just coming to just be talking. Like, nah, we don't. Not like we don't talk, but we ain't just coming with problems if we don't want advice on how to fix this shit. Like, what's the point?
I would say... Of course, every situation there's some like outliers, because I think sometimes when we both know that in a moment there's nothing you can do in your situation. I know to shut up to just let you vent. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say it's like a big situation, and right now it's really not anything you can do about it. Sometimes it is good for your friend to just like shut up, because it ain't gonna be no good advice to really give you. But most of the time, we fixers. We want to fix the problem. We want to route to you being okay or the situation being okay.
Even if the advice ain't nothing, but y'all need to have a deeper conversation, and that's that. You know what I'm saying? But before you jump off the deep end and all of that, like I ain't gonna get no advice on whatever the situation is, but y'all need to have a deeper conversation.
Yeah, I get that.
But I'm not finna tell you, yeah, that shit was cool, and yeah, your choice. Nah,
because most times I'm not gonna hold you.
But I am gonna support your decision either way, because I'm your friend. But I'm not just gonna. Nah, I'm not gonna tell you no bullshit. Just. But like you said, y'all react in a kind of immature way with that.
Yeah, now I'll tell you a quick story on that. I used to have a good friend of mine from college. And she got married, all that stuff, whoop all and all that. Depending on what,
all that good shit, right?
Yeah. Whoop bam bam.
You want to get married? Whoop de doo.
Right. So like I knew her since college years. We graduate, all that stuff. Life be life, and adult life, whatever. And she always will ask me like, "Hey, what should I do? What should I do?" Mind you, I'm like, I'm never the person to give you unsolicited advice unless you ask me. She'd be doing something. Yeah, I mean, she did some stupid shit and then ask for no advice. I'm like, how do you feel? Was it right? Whatever the case may be, because I'm like, look, you did that on you. that was your full decision. But the times that she asked me, like, in this specific scenario, it was like a lot of stupid stuff that was going on. And she's like, what should I do? And it was like a real sensitive subject too, where it involved possibly divorcing her husband. And I was like, well, from what you told me, A, B, C, and D, it's got result to X, Y, and Z. It depends on which route you want to take, but that's just how I function. You have many different paths, many different decisions. Here's the choices. Whichever one you go for, I will support you in that decision, but that's based on you.
Right.
Now, that's giving advice, right? Tell me why. And this happened multiple times.
Hold on,
with
is
other
that
women.
giving advice, Punk? Or that's just laying out you could do whatever you want? Is that laying out your options?
The options were, one, find a lawyer. Either way, no matter what path you take, find a lawyer. Talk to them, all that stuff, get legal counsel. Two, why you do that? Get a therapist.
Okay.
Talk this out. Three, marriage counseling involving the person you want or do not want in this relationship, so on and so forth. Or D, just fly out, get out of it, start over, whatever case may be. Advice avenues. That's just how I specifically give advice. I'm a Libra. I just kind of just give all the options.
Is that giving advice, Punk?
I don't know. I don't know.
Continue. I just wanted to know. I
know you all good. Now check this out. Of all the many different options that I laid out, all that stuff, yada yada yada. And to this day, and this is why we're not friends anymore, because she told me that I was supposed to be an ear. And she was venting, crying, didn't want to hear nothing I had to fucking say, didn't want to hear a lick of what I had to say. I'm just like, then why did you ask me? I didn't want your fucking advice. Okay. Barry, yeah, you always want to get put your nose in places that don't belong, so on and so forth. I'm like, oh, okay.
So that's why you don't give advice no more.
My bad. Next I saw her, girl, what should I do? What do you think you should do?
So she unfriended you for not giving her, for trying to give her advice.
Which she asked for it, and then got mad at me what I did, and then asked me again, and I did not give her advice, and she's like, "You're the worst friend ever." I'm like, "Make your choice."
And you think this is the reason why women in general not going? Y'all not gonna give each other good advice
because y'all worried about losing a relationship.
That or taking accountability.
What you the friend taking accountability?
And that goes for self too, because sometimes when women take accountability, that's just me. I sometimes feel embarrassed, like, damn, but I did look stupid, or like, oh damn, that's fucked up. But here's the thing though, over time, depending on the person, you just gotta get used to making mistakes, making choices, and moving on from whatever choice you made. But that's just a me thing. But yeah, that's why whenever people ask for advice, I'm just like, what type of advice you want? Because one, I'm not gonna waste my breath and waste my energy if it's not even gonna be utilized. And then
Punk, let me ask Punk this. So Punk, you think offering advice can end a relationship or turn you into the villain in the situation?
Yeah. But that's only if a person don't want to take accountability.
Okay.
Or if they see themselves as like this kind of perfect person that can never do no wrong. At the end of the day, like, if you want advice or, if you ask the questions, you got to be ready for the answers and be accountable for whatever role you play in, what's being discussed.
Exactly.
All right. Love that. Okay, I'm about to switch gears here. So this is kind of local here. I think this was in Illinois. Oh, this one here.
Oh wow.
So this is in Schaumburg. ICE agents at a park. I think it was supposed to be like a soccer game or something like that. And they took a mother, and I think they left the kid there. So they took a mother from her kid. And this is getting real close to us. This is another one here.
Real close. It's already here.
Yeah, it's here. So I guess all of them have their IDs and their documentation, but one of them don't. So the thing they were saying with this guy has a swastika right here, a swastika tattoo right on here on his neck. Like people zoomed in on it and everything. Oh yeah, right here in the comments, I think they zoomed in on it. You can see it right here. And I just wanted to Ashanti, I wanted to get your opinion on the ICE raids and everything that's going on in this country right now.
For one, seeing this stuff from afar in Las Vegas, you can only hear so much about it, but it's kind of like when you hear something happening at home, it's different. And since I've been back in this specific trip, I will honestly say it's sad. It's really, really sad seeing people fearful of their lives, for their families' lives, brothers' lives, sisters' lives, all that stuff. Personally, I am not a fan of this heightened presence of 12 in the police at all. I mean, just being a person of color by any means, you don't feel comfortable seeing 12 around the corner behind you, next to you, all that stuff. But it hits home was literally like I saw like 3 officers blocking by my family house. And it's like, y'all are never over here. What the fuck are y'all doing over here? It's just, this whole ICE situation is horribly sad. And it's, ugh. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on with this political climate. It's just like, it's really, really sad. It hurts to watch from afar. And being back home, you can just feel the anxiety of the city. It's real sad.
Punk, you don't look really sad.
I don't have no words. I don't feel no way about it.
What about even her talk about like the presence of like police presence just rising in the community, and does that take a toll on the community? Does that instigate things? Does that, or you feel like it's whatever, it's okay?
Police presence only instigate shit if there's shit going on. You know, like nobody's worried about the police that it's typically not doing shit that the police worried about. You know, like I'm just not. I grew up in a neighborhood, yeah, police all over the place. They done treated me bad, all type of shit. But you get to a point where it's like, I'm not concerned about them because my paperwork is okay. So pull me over, do whatever, like all that shit, and then you wasting my time, you wasting yours too. You know, like I'm not focused on how many of them out there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
can I ask you a question? Not trying to cut you off, but you don't feel like they violating your rights by doing that? Like,
doing what?
Being able to just profile people based off of their skin color.
Oh no, I'm not saying it's okay to just pull me over and all of that shit. No, I'm not saying that at all. If you really got a reason to pull me over, like I'm not concerned. You know, like my shit is straight. But it's not a profiling and just hell no, that shit it's not cool.
But I think that's like kind of the part of the problem, because with the ICE, I think that's mainly their job is to profile. And, you know, like these guys are working, you know, they were at work because if you play more of the video, you see like the lawn care trailer and stuff like that. So these guys are working. So they're not committing any crimes. They're working. And then they get profiled by ICE. You know, that's what they do. They profile, and then that's how they come to knowledge of, okay, this one guy doesn't have his documentation.
Let me just say this.
Go ahead.
This is, unfortunately, our reality as black people here in the United States.
I was just finna say that shit been happening to me my whole life.
We've been profiled. We've been pulled
now
over,
it's a problem that somebody's getting
killed.
profiled. What the fuck? Like, come on, man. Like, that's why I be saying, you want me to feel sympathetic when it's hard for me to do that, and I've been dealing with this my whole life. But now because somebody else has to deal with it, I'm supposed to have all this sympathy. Where the sympathy been? It hasn't. I ain't got sympathy for people that ain't had no sympathy for me. I just can't. I can't. I don't know how to do it. Like I don't know how to do it.
Okay. No, I'm not. I don't. You don't have an argument here. I just want to, you know, lay it all out on the line.
And I ain't saying it's okay to be happening to him, but I ain't got no sympathy.
It's not
about
okay
it,
that this is happening.
Yeah, like
it's let's just be honest. It's just wrong that it's happening. At the same time, unfortunately for us, this is nothing fucking new. It's not. At least not for us anyway.
This shit been happening to us and we fucking citizens here.
Exactly.
Like, come on now. I mean, like, I'm just... Nah, I can't.
It's like, I do understand what you mean. Like, you don't sympathize and all that stuff. It ain't
nobody thirsty to fight our fights.
No.
The stuff we've been dealing with, ain't nobody been fighting about it. And now it's like, come fight with me. No,
right.
I'm bruised up already. I'm beat, battered, and like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how much? And I still got my own battles to fight. Like, I ain't got it.
Yeah.
And speaking of our own battles, we got real deep into the Trey Reed stuff last night, so I think we're gonna leave that. Did you heard about the Trey Reed?
Give me some context.
He was a student at Delta University in Mississippi, and he was found unfortunately. We ain't gonna go that deep today, but just to continue, just kind of what Punk is talking about here.
Hey y'all, this is my homie Alex O'Keefe, and he just got arrested on a train because a white woman did not want him there. Yes, that is the whole story. Alex was taking an MTA train up to Connecticut when that evil old white bitch walked into the train, noticed him sitting there, decided she didn't like him.
And I heard he's a writer for The Bear.
And when he ignored her,
the show The Bear,
and asked for him to be removed from the train, and the conductor stopped the train and called the police.
The one black dude on the train because this white woman said she didn't like the way I was sitting on the train. So you call the police. You call the police.
They really are arresting him.
One black dude on the train. I haven't done anything illegal. I haven't done anything illegal. I haven't done anything illegal. I am sitting on the train, and one white woman didn't like my presence. Resisting what? Resisting what?
Because they haven't told me he's under arrest.
They're not even telling them why he's being arrested for.
I was sitting on the train and you're trying to arrest me for what?
So I'm curious as to whether this is MTA policy or if...
It don't matter.
It doesn't
policy don't matter in this country, okay? When you're black, you don't care about no policies, no laws, no constitutions. Oh, hold on, let me stop having a victim mentality. You know that
was a little black boy getting profiled.
Yeah, black.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
The shit we worried about.
Yeah.
Black man getting profiled.
Yeah.
That's the shit we need to be worried about. Shit we been dealing with.
And like the stuff we was talking about last night with the Trey Reed, looking like a murder to me, but they tried to call it a suicide. Those are the things that we need to be talking about, pushing to the front, because the mainstream media isn't gonna do it, so it's up to us small creators and us small platforms to push those stories to the forefront. But yeah, I Punk, you ain't gonna. I'm not here to argue with you. I hear you, bro. I hear you. Okay, let's get into something. Let's break the tension here. Get into a funny little topic.
Oh Lord.
Get into our bag.
Let me take a sip of this.
Yeah, take a little sip. Okay.
Edge off a little bit.
See, I don't know if I'm getting right into our bag. Fuck
Just
it.
do it. Just do it.
Fuck
Just
it.
do it.
A lot of women want a man they can run over. Is this facts or is this cap?
That's cap.
Okay.
That's definitely cap.
Really?
And women who feel that are not women who should be in any relationship.
Okay, expound.
So you saying them not women if they want to run over?
No.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. Go ahead. Why you feel that way?
A relationship is meant for long-term benefit of two people to grow. Mm-hmm. As a woman, if I want a man to run over them, one, that's a waste of my time. Two, a waste of that person's time. And three, what the fuck is the point? It's just like, no, at least for me, that doesn't turn me on. It doesn't get me anywhere. If anything, it's probably gonna get me irritated. And it's like, there's no benefit from that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, if women like get like that seniority complex or whatever, it's just stay single.
Now let me ask
stay
you
single.
this: have you seen this type of woman?
Have I seen this type of woman?
When they gotta ask that question back.
I remember some women telling me, they're like, "Hey, I like really want to get with this guy because, like, you know, he seems so easy."
No, I don't care. I don't care what somebody says. What do they show you? But Punk, go ahead. You go ahead, man.
What's the question? What you?
A lot of women want a man they can run over.
I don't think they say that with their mouth, but with their actions, yeah.
Can you expound? Do you what are these actions?
I mean, they want the man to. They want to be catered to. They want you to do pretty much what they want you to do when they want you to do it.
Princess treatment?
Absolutely. And it's like
I want to turn my brain off?
It's
what? Come on, I'm just asking. I'm just happy with you.
It's the princess treatment is not like a bad thing, right? It's the expectation that you have to do this and I don't do nothing for you in return. That's the I'm running you over. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's saying don't want to be treated good, right? You know, be able to kick back, whatever, but you have to give that in return. If all you want me to do is do, you want somebody you can just run over.
He wants, like,
if I can't tell you, nah, baby, I don't think you should do that.
You gotta get that.
You want somebody that you can run over. Like, it's just if I can't ask you to do something, you want somebody you can run over. It just is what it is.
Let me ask this: do you see a lot of women wanting to lead the relationship, be the leader in the relationship?
That's a good question. What do you think? That's on you. Yeah? Why is that?
I don't know why they want to be the leader in the relationship. I think it comes from being told that you need to be independent and have your own and whatever else. Like, it give you this kind of leader personality because you feel like you got to do and solve and fix and all on your own. Like,
I agree with some of that, but I think maybe seeing the independent woman.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so
yeah.
Coming from a perception of, man, I saw the woman lead the way because the dad wasn't there, or if he was there, it was sporadically, or if it was there, it wasn't in a correct capacity of what a family should be, you know, or a two-parent family should be, or a two-parent household. I think they saw that, right? And now they think this is the way. You know, I need to tell you what to do, how to do it, when to do it, because you ain't capable of doing it. I have to lead, the family events, the holidays. I got it. Go ahead.
Because they also wasn't told anything different. Like, it's one thing that you see that's happening because of circumstances, but it's like a double when the person telling you that this is how you need to live, as opposed to telling you still should want to get married and be, have a husband and play y'all roles, and it's still not talked about regardless. It's just like, you see what I'm doing, so make sure you can. And it's never the other side, like the goodness of being in a relationship and being married is not talked about. Like, how to actually really be partners, like, it's not talked about.
I like to say that I think that's just a difference of background and more or less gender. So, like, for me, I was raised in a two-parent household. God bless my parents. They just did their 40th anniversary about a few weeks ago.
Congratulations.
Right, congrats.
So I see an example of what marriage should look like, right? But they're also cognizant of this is a whole different world, and new generations, all that stuff. My dad, I grew up like, I was like my dad's shadow. I was around my dad all the time. Still am, right? He will tell me and tell me everything that I know, where he's like, hey, this is how you drive. This is how you change your oil. This is how you change a tire. So on and so forth. Should I be, as a woman, even doing any of that stuff? Probably not. But here's the thing, though. Because there's a lack, and granted, it's different generations, different situations, I've always been taught to always figure it out on my own. In case, not saying that you gotta live like this, in case no man is there to help. If he is not there to help, right? My mom always told me, like, this, learn how to do everything yourself, because you can't depend on not a man, you can't depend on anyone else. This is based on self-survival. But here's the thing, though.
That's not the world. Like, we can't survive in an individualistic mindset. Like, we can't. We actually need each other. So thinking, like, do what you need to be able to survive on your own is like, I don't know. It just seemed like a setup for something bad, because we can't survive on our own. It's just not possible. Like, and it don't matter how you look at it. Like, we actually need each other for survival.
If that was the case, right, when it comes to just simply living, I had to wait on someone to come in my life to do all that for me versus doing it on my own. How will that even make sense, or how to just deal with life? I had to pay rent. I gotta pay bills. You pay rent. You pay bills. All that stuff. But yeah, I had to wait for someone else to come into the picture to do that.
No, I'm not saying that at all. But the mentality of, like, I can do this on my own, it creates a separation and divide, because it's not, men feel like we need women as much as y'all think we don't.
I beg to differ from that, but continue.
We not the ones out here talking about we can do it on our own. Like, we don't have that mentality. We're not taught that ever. I don't know no men that they mamas taught them not to have a wife and kids, or a woman. Like, I don't know men who were told, oh, be by yourself. You can do it on your own. No, we taught to do it for our families.
It wasn't to
How
be
do
by
you create
ourselves.
family? What is?
I didn't mean
But
to
it creates that mentality of by yourself, because what you're saying is, I don't need you. I can do this on my own. How do you think that'll make the counterpart feel, because you have that mentality? When we have a mentality of, I can't do this on my own, we don't even think about doing it on our own.
That's true, but it's also rare.
What's that for men? No.
For women to come across men to be able to provide.
The other half, though, provide the partnership.
Mm-hmm. It, like, granted, a man who is already.
So are you speaking financially?
No, I'm speaking in general.
Okay.
Because, mind you, I'm the only girl, right? I have brothers and a 2-parent household, right? I've been taught and raised to do things on my own. Because, for one, as a woman, most things you're going to have to do, like, I mean, things, it's anatomy. You got to give birth, all that stuff, deal with our own stuff, as always. But here's the thing, though. When it comes to things that men know how to do, like how to lead with logic, how to provide for a family, right? How does that translate to a woman who's been taught how to defend, manage, and have a life at the same time? How does that even come together when they don't see examples of that? They're just known just to do things on their own their whole life.
That's my point. It don't. That's the problem. Like, you being taught, that mindset is gonna create separation, because
you're separation or compassion.
Huh?
Can it create separation, but can it also create compassion?
Compassion from who? Who has to be compassionate? The man to say, I'm gonna deal with however you feel about oh, I could do this by myself and be able to talk to me however you want to or treat me however you want to, because in your mind, I can do this by myself. I don't need you. Who has to have compassion?
A woman who's actually willing to learn how to take a step back, because she's been leading her whole life on her own. It's not like a flip of a coin where things can just change like that, unfortunately. You know,
I don't think you giving men enough credit when you say, when you say you don't run into enough men that can provide that partnership that of providing. I think you ain't giving us enough credit, man.
How am I not giving you enough credit when I'm already stating that there's already men who are out there? Mm-hmm. There's more women who have to be dependent on their own survival. And more or less, it's a lot more of us because we kept denying the man who's willing to provide. Mm-hmm. We don't know what that looks like unless we've been grown and groomed and taught and raised in that manner. Like for my dad, he made sure you made sure
you knew everything.
Everything, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't think there's nothing wrong with what your dad did with like making sure you knew everything. I think we gotta learn how to be able to accept help too. I don't even think that's gender. I don't even think that's gender based. I think it's a lot of people that we don't know how to accept help or let go of control so we can receive the help, or let go of control so we can let the person that should be leading go ahead and lead. You know,
that's real. I can attest. I'm one of those that's now understanding how to accept help, because I can't do everything. Mm-hmm. No matter how, I'm gonna try my damnest to do it.
And I think that's what Punk kind of saying is like, yes, you can do everything, but why? When you get a partner that's willing to be like, okay, I want to lead, or I want to take over certain things or take over certain responsibilities, to where you don't have to worry about that. Definitely, if it is things that are kind of gender based, come on, like you shouldn't be out there fixing the flat tire and he in the front seat with his fucking feet up. Like, come on, let's be serious. You know what I'm saying? But
that's facts, yeah. That's a big learning curve, though. Is there grace for that learning curve?
And but I think that's where it's grace for that learning curve. But I think this is where the question kind of stemmed from. Like a lot of women want a man that can run over. I think the question kind of was more based in they want to lead. They want to be. They want that role of saying what we doing, when we doing, how we gonna do it. And even when you doing your manly stuff, I'm gonna be over your back telling you how to do it and how you should be doing it. Like, and sometimes it's just like, go ahead and sit back and be cool, because when there's some feminine things that's gonna come up, I want your energy.
Front and center.
I want you front and center. I want your energy on full. I want your tank on full then, you know? But if you had anything else for this point? You good?
Yeah, I also add men who give women the princess treatment should also give back the king treatment to the man.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
That is not
Punk, can you explain what king treatment looks like from your perspective, and just make it general too, if you can?
To me, it looked like on a basic level how y'all want the door open for y'all. Lean over and open a nigga door. Like, is that hard to do, or he drive all the time?
You mean like while you in the car?
If I open the door and you get in the car while I'm walking to my side to get in the car,
like
open my door. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, help me help you type of thing.
Give me something else.
If the guy driving and you don't ever gotta drive, he shouldn't have to look for directions. Unless he trying to surprise you, you know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have to deal with the radio for real, you know, but...
Or be the DJ.
Or be the DJ. But on like some mental stuff, like make sure you safe for him to talk to.
I agree.
For him to express his emotions to, because he got issues with you, and that ain't got nothing to do with you. Right. And he need to feel like he can talk to you about them, and not feel like it's gonna end up about you.
Right.
because then he ain't gonna want to talk.
That's something I actually do live by. Any man I get into a serious relationship with, I'm like, I want you to feel like I'm your safe space. I want you to feel like you need to either vent, not, and some men do cry, tear up, whatever case maybe. I want you to see me as like your solitude, because you're my rock. I could be your rock as well, and that's not spoken enough at all, because men have their own shit to deal with too.
Take that man out. It's okay to take your man out.
And September
Make him
is
feel
National Take Your Man Out month.
Crazy. We gotta have a month for it to happen. Anyway.
Well, I do regardless of what fucking day it is.
Is it going to happen? No, I'll just play.
I do regardless of what fucking day, time. Well, I got
show him
extra
appreciation. Shit. Let him know you proud of him and the shit he doing. Like you still gotta. He still need that.
Give the man some fuel.
Yeah, give him his flowers. You know, the same way you want yours.
Hey, look, I be getting my dad flowers too. He got a green thumb. He's like, I don't know what to do with these flowers. I'm like, hey, look, mom gets flowers too. You do too. He's like, yeah, but flowers don't give me some like tickets to a game or something. It's just showing appreciation to the man. It's just there's always a princess treatment, but it's also, I'm not gonna say prince, because we don't do anything small when it comes to men. It's a king treatment, and more or less, give your lady the queen treatment. You should receive the king treatment by default. That's just my own mantra, and that needs to be voiced out a lot more often.
I love that. Let me ask this here. It was a guy on TikTok. He said if she sees a future with you, she won't give you the wow version of herself.
That's
absolutely true.
That's facts. That's definitely facts. There are some sides no one wants to show the person that they're working hard to be with, and all
that's
that
so
stuff.
fake, y'all.
Come on, let her go.
Talk about that's so fake.
No,
that's so fake.
Go. Why you gonna
Wait
do that?
Wait a second.
Not what you were saying. How y'all feel like that? I think that's a little fake.
Okay, but go ahead.
Hey,
explain that to us, so as men, so our men brain can get it. Why is that? Why is that facts?
So,
right.
So it's like we're gonna do everything we can to show you our best side of ourselves.
Don't jump in.
Our wild side may not reflect on what you may be looking for and or our best self. Not saying it doesn't ever come out. You can't always hide it. It always makes a way out, somehow, shape, form, or fashion. It always does. But at least for me, I purposely hide it. I purposely hide it. It's like, for one, respect to the other person. I'm like, listen, you said you didn't want A, B, C, and D. I'm not saying I do that, but also I want you to know my other side. Unless, legit, there's no other choice and it has to come out, that we'll talk about later. But, no, yeah, you don't need to see that.
Punk,
you don't need to see
what
that.
you think?
I just feel like why the person you spend life with can't get the full version of you. But you would get this wild shit to somebody that you don't care about, essentially. Like, how does that make sense? Why wouldn't I want to experience all of you if we supposed to be spending life together?
It's like I'm getting short.
I want you to know all of me. I don't want to short you. Especially because if you can't handle it, maybe we ain't a match. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? But if I got a whole parts of me back, that seem real fake to me, because if it's a future with you and we gonna spend life, you should be able to handle all versions of me.
That's facts. I think it's more like a comfortability thing. I'm not gonna show you like my wild side.
Because you're not comfortable with me? But you want to spend life with me.
So check this out. Like, if I met you in like 6 months, give you the best side of me, or more or less, parts of me, layers upon layers and all that stuff. I'm not about to expose you to like the other side of me within 6 months. I'm just trying to get to know you.
How do you know that other side of you? You exposed it with somebody.
You know self.
You exposed it with somebody.
And you want my past to come into my future?
No, but what I'm saying is, why not me? If you saying you want to spend, we plan in future. You done exposed it to somebody, so why is it like, no, I'm not gonna show you that? Because do you think it's bad? Like, is this something I'm gonna run from?
Chapters in life. People have experiences. People have grown out of
so at
things.
some point they'll see it, or no?
Nah, especially growing out of it. Like, I used to be a big club girl, right? And people ask me now, like, you want to go to the club? Nah. Like, but you used to be wild in the club. Yeah, I used to.
So you saying you grew out of that stuff?
Exactly.
It was more of an experience. It wasn't who you were. It was an experiment. It was more of an experimental time in your life.
Exactly. Like, everyone has their own, like, wild chapters or wild experiences. Depending on the person, it's always situational. For me, I've grown out of it. Now, mind you, it was with someone I'm looking to, like, spend the rest of my life with. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm gonna have to tell you about the past, present, and more or less, like, the things I may be ashamed of, whatever case may be, to keep you informed. But also at the same time, it may not reflect of the person that I am now.
You going back in, Punk?
Go ahead.
I want to, but I think this question kind of stem from, like, women and their sexuality of, like, oh, I'm not gonna do these things with this man I love, but I'll do it with a random nigga, but somebody I don't care about. Why?
That's an interesting twist.
Cause I hear a lot of women say, "Oh, I'll do a threesome, not with somebody I love though, cause I don't want to see that." But you'll do it with somebody you don't care about. How?
Because emotions are tied to that.
But how do you think that makes the person that you with feel? Like
they may feel excluded, canceled out, or more or less not valued.
Yeah, yeah, and that's okay. Is that okay?
Like, some things I want to experience, I don't want you to know. Okay. Like, more or less, like, there are some things I may want to do and learn first and not embarrass myself with the love of my life. And more or less, when I perfect that, then we can do it.
That's
who
you supposed to do all of that stuff with. Y'all gonna grow together anyway. Y'all gonna experience shit together. Y'all gonna suck at things together and get better at it. Like, why would that matter?
So you mean to tell me you want to do like a threesome with someone, you want your partner to be a part of that by default?
If I'm going to do it, I would definitely prefer to do it with someone I care about than someone I don't. Like, why am I giving somebody I don't care about parts of me that I couldn't give to somebody that I actually love? Like, to me, that don't make sense, because I'm pretty sure a wife would be like, why in the fuck is you spending all this money on this girl? And I'm like, cause I ain't spending money on you. I love you, so you can't have them things. That'll sound crazy.
But yeah, guys, like, you go to the strip club all the time, but don't be.
But they not spend. They not. I don't go to. You. That's kind of right, but they spending money at the crib. I'm assuming if they in the strip club, like, it's not like, no, you can't get this, but this person can. Y'all literally like, I love you too much to give you all of me. That's when you supposed to give somebody all of you. Well, maybe I'm wrong.
No, you ain't wrong. You're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
You talk about some, oh yeah, I used to do threesomes, and now you get to me, you're like, nah, nope, no threesomes. I ain't into that.
I'm
gonna be pissed. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm going to be. I'm not. No.
If it's some shit you ain't into no more, you done tried it, whatever. I get it. But don't tell me you want to do it, but I can't do it with you because I love, because I care about you. Like, how that's supposed to make you feel?
I feel that.
If it's something, if it's something we both want, and it's like, nah, I can't do it with you because I care about you.
I feel that. I do. Don't want to be left out, but more or less kind of like, how you got to do that with that person and not type shit.
Because let me find out you did it with somebody else.
And that's why you don't dig into the past.
I'm sorry. I ain't talking about the past. I wasn't speaking on the past.
Yeah, I got you. I'm just fucking around. At this point. But I feel that.
Did you have any opinions on the Charlie Kirk thing, or?
It's sad. It's. Oh, I'm probably gonna get canceled. Fair warning. Fair warning.
I just got deleted and blocked on Facebook over dude. So.
Oh, damn. Okay, but go ahead.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, we ready.
I'm not saying this is the exact same thing. I am not saying this.
Girl, if you say 3 letters out your mouth, go ahead. Now go do your thing. Do your thing.
So, mind you, I am not a fan of anyone just dying outright and being assassinated. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not.
Agreed.
No one should be assassinated just for speaking what they feel is their truth or their right, or whatever case may be. That's Nah, this is where I'm like probably gonna get canceled. Why would this person be such a big subject of getting what like flags being half staffed, and he wasn't even an elected official? Did that happen for Martin Luther King when he was assassinated?
No.
But yeah, it would be wrong to say like, oh well, you know, it's sad, but I don't feel sorry for, you know, because guess what? It's just funny how things happen, and it's like people are so divided, but people are so how should I word this in the most political best term? Redundant.
Okay.
Because I've seen so many people talking about like, you know, like I mentioned before, super sad. No one should die by their own right and all that stuff. However, to talk about like, oh yeah, he had every right to die because he was talking about gun violence and all that stuff. It got hit by what he preaches. It's like, I wish Martin Luther King got if anything, the half of respect that this country had for Charlie Kirk, who wasn't even an elected official. I wish some of our own people who was doing the exact same thing, fighting for their own people and their own words, got half of the respect, half of the fame, or less fame, reports, all that stuff. But yet people are saying like, oh, this is just a distraction from what's happening
the
overseas, and we have so much stuff going on, and school shootings and mass shootings. Shit happens all over the damn place, especially to our own, and quite frankly, especially here, no one really gives a fuck unless it involves money. It's really, really sad to see how all this is playing out, and more, it's like with all of this that's happening, and boom, out of nowhere, a student is found hanging at school.
Yeah. Trey Reed.
Does he get the half-staffed?
Nope.
Did Martin Luther King get half-staffed?
Nope.
This man wasn't even an elected official.
Yeah. I don't think you'll get any arguments from Pine. But are you gonna say anything this time about this again? I know you already spoke on this, but I don't know if you want to say anything further.
Nope, I don't need to say no more about it.
Okay. All right, so last little topic here. I just wanted to get Ashanti's opinion on this one. Monogamy isn't about love, it's about possession. Yeah, Dana made you throw up there.
That made the Holy Spirit trying to say something. To a certain degree, wouldn't you say marriage is more of a business anyway?
This is
it involves emotional, unconditional love, yes. But marriage is more of a contract, a legal, tight, defined contract. Now, everyone's marriage is different. Everyone wants to protect what's within that covenant, right? So, in protecting what's in that covenant, when that involves some type of possession or holding, either of the other person's emotions, secrets, livelihood, family, and for some people, it's just about the money and what can be tied into that, and or what possessions that they could gain from that.
Okay, but this is monogamy. It don't say marriage specifically. It just says monogamy. Just the concept of it.
Monogamy is based on, was it just one person's not? It's,
just exclusively. Huh?
having multiple, like
Yeah,
no, monogamy is
it's all
monogamy
just
is
single
based on
individuals,
possession.
one and one.
possession. That's a lot.
It's saying that it's not about love, it's about possession. What you think, Punk?
I don't.
I'm sorry, this is shit that come across my timeline. I'm sorry.
What is up with your timeline?
They know what I
Possession.
want. My timeline knows what I want.
Why do you think about that? I'm gonna take the sip.
I don't think monogamy is about possession, but I don't know if it's completely about love either.
Okay,
because
I like that. Okay.
when most people talk about monogamy, they feel like, oh, you can't. Shit, I don't really want to say this.
Serious.
Love is not. I don't think love is like a kind of monogamous thing. Like, you're able to love people, and not even saying like the same way or whatever. Like, you love somebody how you love your wife, but you're able to love multiple people. So,
in multiple ways.
Yeah. I just think monogamy is what we've been taught, and that's what we've been doing. I don't really think it's about either one when you really get down to it, because people in relationships for different reasons, you know.
That's
So
real.
at the end of the day, like, love ain't love ain't typically at the forefront of relationships for people nowadays. So
What is?
what can you do for me?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? What's the benefits?
Mm-hmm.
It ain't typically about love no more. That's why people just going wherever the fuck they want to go. You know what I'm saying? Because the
You always
love
feel
ain't
like
really
there's
there.
Something else better.
I can't. Yeah.
Go
What
to
you
the next
won't do, the
person.
next person will. I could get this over here. I could do it by myself. I could, because it ain't really about love.
I agree. I agree. It's sad, but it's the truth.
What?
What?
Man, that I'm sad that my brother looks at me in that manner, man. That disheartens me, man. But we gonna work on that, man. We gonna work on that, man. You know, we gonna work on that, man.
The man needs some real loving, y'all.
We gonna work on that, man.
He needs some real loving.
See me in that light hurts me. It's just like a fucking knife right in the wrist. Oh, just to think that
Your brother needs some real loving.
Dang shit.
He's been out the trenches. He needs some real loving. He's been fighting all of his life.
All right, but we gonna wrap this shit up. I did want to talk about the I'm gonna just go on a little rant about that. Okay, the killer of Charlie Kirk, the alleged killer. I don't even know his name. I don't care to know it, honestly. But
Was it one of us?
right in this group called the Groupers, something like that.
The fuck?
And they're a far right group online, and they're considered like incels, and they're like guys that like are scared to talk to girls. Like, they just very, I don't know, I don't want to say nerdy or lame, but like, it's just like they just seem like they don't really have like much self-respect for themselves. And I just thought it was kind of interesting of the way younger kids are looking at politics, how there's these subgroups within the internet, political groups that we know nothing about, but they're doing things like this, radical things. Like, it's just crazy how the internet has affected, just our society. And I don't know, just beyond just the whole political stance of the Charlie Kirk thing, I just thought that was interesting. I don't know, it's just a weird time we living in. It's a weird times. Any final thoughts from you guys?
I'll go first.
Nope.
Okay.
Mama said there'd be days like this.
Yeah. Punk, we'll be getting the young. When we getting the next generation on here, the young guys. We gotta get them on here.
I'm gonna talk to him later when I get home. And see when him and his friend want to come on.
Okay, cool. Any final thoughts from you, Ashanti?
Specifically on the younger generation, speaking as someone who used to be a teacher for CPS and all that stuff for K through 8th, I've been saying this, it's very concerning, the youth and the things that they want to do or want to get involved with, or more or less a lack of understanding. And it's just the small things of, I'm not gonna say like, home training, what's ever happening at home, it's always involved. But things that can't be controlled, of like what they see on the internet, what they see on the news and all that stuff, what they see just being outside. There's so much information that they can't understand or grasp because of what they see with a lack of understanding. And that's just another example of the youth. And I'm not saying like they run shit, but there's just lack of education and understanding. And you see that here too, where it's like even here in Chicago, where there's just like these random big groups of teens just running downtown and all that stuff. It's like, why? But
they doing stuff without thinking about consequences if they have none, and they need to stop. They need to stop.
That's definitely a generational thing too. It's, man, I get concerned because at the end of the day, no matter what we say, they are technically the next generation that's supposed to help us. And I'm like, yeah, no.
Well, hopefully they got the whole AI robots down by then, and we can have some nanny nurse robots taking care of us.
See who have thought? It's just like, man,
I have a robot wiping my ass for 90 years old. All right.
At that point, just
you done with me, Punk?
Take me out.
At
that point, just take me out.
You just despise me, man.
Oh, not despise. Would you have an AI robot wiping your ass?
No.
I didn't think so.
Shit.
You know what?
You crazy as hell.
You know what?
Not at all.
Y'all crazy. I'm 80 years old.
Oh yeah, fine looking 80 years old. Still healthy enough to wipe my own ass. What you talking about, boy?
Okay, 90 years old.
90?
No.
Still healthy enough. Look.
Okay, 100.
Hey, look, I'll go out with a Long Island. And the day I go out, I'm going to be up with a Long Island, the strongest one on earth. That's my way out.
Okay. You was saying something, but okay. Peace out.